check once.
Not yet started.
Started. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the next level. So we are here with two experts in the PSUs, and this is those who are aiming for PSUs, those who are thinking of preparing for the PSU, and those who have already cracked the GATE exam and preparing for the PSU interviews, and those who are feeling that PSU is my dream job and I need to achieve this PSU by any case. So you might be having a lot of queries like, is it really worth to prepare for the PSU? How many vacancies are really available every single year, and what kind of salary the PSUs are offering, and how is the life after joining the PSUs. So for discussing these particular things, I am here with two experts. One person is expert with the preparation strategy. He know everything about the preparation. He himself cracked the gate for 10 times. We are with Rajesh Banerjee. He cracked the gate 10 times, I think, and he got many times below 500, and he landed with the 13th rank in gate 2025, and currently is working as assistant manager in the DVC, Damodar Valley Corporation, and he knows almost very good minute details about the PSUs. He will be explaining you what is the PSU, what kind of companies are coming every single year, how many vacancies are there, every single doubt. You can also post your queries in the live chat also, I will be answering that. And another, my student Mahalakshmi is there. He is having excellent experience. He cracked the gate in the first attempt itself, and he is able to enter into IOCL, and there he is very happily working from the past 10 years, and he is currently working as a manager in the IOCL company, and he will be explaining how is your life at PSU. He himself is having experience, hands-on experience. He has the feel of the PSUs, and I know how he is enjoying his life at PSUs, the club culture, everything, what kind of facilities you will be getting, what kind of salary you can expect there, and what is the growth, and what you can expect, what you cannot expect. Realistically, we will be discussing this session. So welcome to next level, Rajarshi and Mahalakshmi. Thank you very much for your participation. So
Good evening, everyone.
yeah, good evening. Good evening. So let's start with the session. So let me start with some questions. So let me start with the first question with Rajesh. So Rajesh, my question to you. Currently, many people have cracked the GATE examination. They are in some sort of dilemma, like this year, how many vacancies will be coming, and which kind of PSUs are coming. And some students are asking me the questions, are how to prepare for the interview at the PSUs. So can you brief them what they need to do currently, because they are already getting the MTech admissions. So they are in a dilemma whether we need to wait for the PSU, take the admission. This kind of dilemma is there in the students. So what's your suggestion for that?
So, sir, I am going to answer them one by one. First
Okay,
of all,
just
what
1 minute. Let me check with the audio quality. So guys, kindly, is it buffering? Okay, it happening.
Yes, it's buffering, sir.
Yeah, let me check. Just a minute, I'll check. Just a moment. There is some technical issue. No problem. We can. Is it okay now? Okay, let's take a break for 5 minutes. I will.
Something. So audio problem is there. Audio problem is there in the chat. Audio problem.
Yeah, am I audible now? I think it will be fine. Okay, okay. Now I managed that. Sorry. So some sort of initial hiccups are there today. So I'm sorry for that. Very good evening, all of you guys. Welcome to the next level. I'm sorry for the inconvenience created. Those were some technical errors. I'm sitting here from last 1 hour, but still some unexpected errors happened. Okay. So this session is all about your PSU exam preparation. If you are aiming for the gate examination, if you are aiming for the PSU as your dream job, in that case, is it really worth to prepare for these PSUs currently? And in the current situation, how many recruitments are happening? How many PSUs are recruiting? How many number of posts are every year coming? And for your gate, which particular rank is sufficiently enough to crack this PSU? All these kind of questions will be cleared in this particular session. And other than that, life after joining PSU, whatever you are dreaming and the reality, both are matching or not, these things will also be discussed here. So we have two experts here. One expert is Rajeshinath Banerjee. He cracked the GATE exam more than 10 times and he got many times below 500, and he also cleared many PSU examinations, state level and also ESC prelims, and he landed with the 13th rank in GATE 2025 and currently is working as assistant manager in DVC, Damodar Valley Corporation, and he is having a very good rapport with the students and the preparations and with the student psychology, many things, because he himself prepared, working in the part time and prepared. I know him personally. And welcome to next level, Rajeshi. Your inputs will be definitely helpful for our students. And yeah, and one more is one of my student, and in fact, my favorite student, Mahalakshmi, is there. We are connected from past 12 years, and he cracked the PSU examination. He cracked the gate, and he entered into IOCL, and he is currently working as manager in IOCL, and he is working for more than the 10 years from in IOCL. So he is the really the best person to answer your queries regarding the PSUs, because he is having the real life experience with the PSUs, and also what is the work culture there, is it really a dream job, and what kind of perks you can expect after joining the PSUs, and what is the growth rate compared to the private sector, what you can expect in the public sector, what you cannot, everything he will be clearing, because he is expertise with that more than 10 years of experience working really in the PSUs. Then he will be guiding you guys. So both of you, welcome to next level, Mahalakshmi, and both of you, I'm very happy you both people are here with the next level. And everybody, kindly now confirm our audio, everything is fine. Now it will be fine. No need to. I think I made the settings.
Thanks for having me, sir.
Yeah,
Same here.
sure. Yeah, okay, it's audible. You can continue. So let me start with some question and answers. I'll be asking some questions related to the preparation to Rajashri and some questions related to the life at PSUs with the Mahalakshmi. And after that, you people have any kind of queries, you can feel free to ask us. We will be very happy to answer you guys. Okay. So let me start with the first question because currently this is the situation. Gate is completed and many people got the rank and they got the admissions in MTechs in IITs and all. Still, they have the dilemma: this PSU will be recruiting this year or not. How I can prepare? What is the strategy required for interview preparation at PSU? So for that, Rajesh will be answering your questions. So kindly answer those who have got the gate rank recently, maybe in the 500 or 1000 or below that. So what are your inputs? What are your suggestions? Whether they need to take the MTech or they need to wait for the PSU? If they wait for PSU, what kind of preparation they need to do?
So this is 25. So I will
Hmm.
keep it very unfiltered. As we know very much, this year is the year after Lok Sabha elections. Okay.
Okay.
Generally, in such years, if I see the trend of last 10 years, the last two
Mhm.
elections, so it will be low, and it's you can see many prominent PSUs like NTPC, like IOCL, they haven't released notification via Gate 25 so far, which
Okay.
normally does not happen. I
Okay.
remember the first time I got under 500 rank, it was in Gate 2020, it was 396. So that year, since it was the post Lok Sabha year plus due to COVID, I got hardly one or two PSU calls, and that too not PSUs of my choice mostly.
Okay.
I had to go very far from my home
Okay.
and go there, do a job. This way here. So in such years, if you are from general category and you want a good PSU where you have a good work-life balance and things that you desire. Now every
Okay.
PSU has pros, every PSU has cons. There is no PSU where everything is 100% perfect. Just like a private job, you won't get everything 100% perfect anywhere. But most of the things are fine. Then for general category this year, I would recommend under 150 or max 200 for Gate 25.
Okay.
But the scenario is completely different for Gate 22 and 23. In general category, even under 10 times under 1500 rank, you were getting several PSUs, not just once in second and third list, because we had at the elections in 24 and lots of vacancies were available in 22 and 23
Acha.
via Gate
Okay.
22 and 23. And Gate 24 was also decent. It wasn't that level bumper, but like I said, 1500 rank, maybe it was 800 rank, max 1000 rank. You could get PSU even in Gate via Gate 24 also.
Okay.
So these factors matter. So, and regarding whether you should join MTech or not, MTech, if you are saying as a substitute for PSU that you don't want to show as a drop, then you please join. But if somebody wants to make a career in MTech also, that is also a very good career. It's not like that if you are not getting PSU only, then you should join MTech. It depends upon what branch in MTech and what PSU. What do you desire? What is your priority? These things also make a lot of sense. So the only thing I can say that if you don't want to show a drop in your resume, maybe in that case you should join MTech. But please keep this in mind. If you are not getting a top branch MTech in such a case, and next year you get a better rank, and you want to join another MTech, there are cases that you have to surrender the stipend amount you have got because you are not completing your course and again joining MTech.
Okay.
So keep
Good.
all these factors in
Understood.
mind.
Okay.
This is what.
Uh, I feel these are very right inputs. See, guys, before starting this session, when we had the formal discussion itself, Rajesh told me, "Sir, can I speak facts here?" I told that you are free to speak whatever the reality is because many coaching institutes don't allow to expose this. Because suppose if you say this year, not really many number of PSUs are preparing, giving the opportunities, then automatically the people don't prepare for the gate examination, then definitely their business will be down. In the business model, people don't want to expose the facts. But we are here. The next level is for engineers, not for PSU preparation, not for the gate preparation. We want to show you the facts, what's happening outside with the reality. So we will be definitely speaking the truths only here. So Mahalakshmi, my question to you, because anyway, he's also there. There is a discussion regarding the MTech also. So instead of going for MTech, you choose PSU as your option, right? When you
Yes.
get the gate rank, you have both the options in your hand. You can go for IIT, you might be getting some specialization in the MTech, but you choose for PSU. Now, how you support your suggestion? Are you really happy with your decision, or do you feel any kind of regret? I could have joined IIT, or I could have completed MTech. So this question might help many students who are thinking of they are in the dilemma regarding MTech versus PSU. So you might be answering better.
Yes, sir. So at the time of my, I got the job. It was my,
Mhm.
I thought it was a right choice, but
Okay.
my colleagues who joined in MTech, they're earning very good, handsome salary. At the same time, uh, you know, their work culture life is also very good. So
Mhm.
at some point of time, I felt I should have completed my MTech
Okay.
in that point of but overall is the life in PSU, especially IOCL, is a Maharatna company and one of the
Okay.
Fortune 500 and top Fortune 500
Yeah.
company with a billion
Yes. Yes.
dollar revenue. um, but at some point of time, I felt like I should have completed my MTech, because their whatever they are getting salary, when you get the opportunities, whatever they have, especially the era which we are having, AI and database, everything
Yes. Yes.
is,
Yes.
that is because even in present in our Indian Oil or every PSU, sir, we companies are mostly what they want to tell us, sir, they want to reduce the cost, especially operational
Okay.
cost and everything. They are introducing the technology industrial revolution 4 is happening. So because of that, AI and this artificial intelligence, everything
I would.
is
Yes. Yes.
written, sir, in this system.
Mhm.
So yes, sir.
Okay. So, okay, in one way, you can say definitely if you go for a company like IOCL or some reputed company, you will be very happy, no doubt in it. But if you go for comparison with respect, so the student should have the thinking like what you need in their life really. Are you looking for a secured job and with some sort of what we call dignity and all those things? You might be, PSU might be the right choice. But sir, for me, the packages, the salary, these matters a lot. In that case, maybe MTech and IIT might be a right choice because I've seen many students who got very good rank, but still they will be getting IIT, they will be getting MTech, but they don't join. They still think of preparing one more year for PSU and crack it, and then I will be doing it. But if they get this kind of reality, then they will be having what we call the right decision before wasting few more years and all. So that is the reason behind this session also. So Rajashree, my question to you regarding interview preparation, what kind of tips you want to give? Even Mahalakshmi can also help because he is also having that real-time experience with the interviews and all. So those who have completed the gate are while preparing for the gate, they need to prepare anything specially for the interviews or while preparing for the gate itself, they should have this kind of mindset which can help for the interview. So regarding interview preparation, any kind of inputs you want to add, please add.
So first, I want to say that if you are preparing for GATE and you want to prepare for interview parallelly, this is going to depend a lot on when you are starting your preparation. So let's assume somebody is starting preparation 26 and we are right now 19th July. So in
Mhm.
19th June. So if I not count June from July to January, you are having only 7 months. If I count my domain, electrical engineering GATE has got one of the vast syllabus, 12
Mhm.
subjects overall. So
Yes.
even if I count 1 year, so it counts one subject per month. Now you are looking at almost two subjects, close to two
Yeah.
subjects per month. So the reality is, if you are starting preparation right now, majority won't even be close to
Completing the
completing the
syllabus.
syllabus.
Yes.
Even people will take, even I will tell you myself, I worked very hard. It took me 1.5 years, and I had a good college background. Even
Mhm.
college background, it took 1.5 years to complete the syllabus in depth. I'm saying not just I will solve problems blindly. If you ask me about subjects, I can also answer that what I have studied, how I have studied. It will take 1.5 to 2 years. So if
Yes,
somebody's
definitely.
preparation,
I do agree for that. Even
so if
Mahalakshmi,
you
if you
starting
remember,
preparation,
just sorry to interrupt you.
If you remember, I think around 12 years back, when I came for a seminar, you were in the seminar class and you told the same thing. If you recollect that, sir, I am
Yes.
preparing for last 1 year, still I feel that I am not able to complete my syllabus. The electrical syllabus is definitely vast. Comparing with the other branches, I have seen the EC syllabus, computer science syllabus, we can finish it in months. But electrical, few subjects, even your core subjects itself take lots of time. Like if you take
Yeah.
machine, that itself is like a combination of many subjects. Definitely, that is acceptable for sure. So, what are your inputs for interview point of view?
So for interview point of view, there are two kind of PSUs. One
Hmm.
is where I'm working, actually three kind of PSUs. One is where I'm working the power sector, like
Hmm.
DVC is here, NTPC is there, PTCIL there. So over here, you have a specific set of subjects you need to master. So one of them is machines is the heart, and power
Okay.
systems. Machines and power system, they are the heart. And these two subjects, while you are preparing for GATE, if you want to prepare fully, machines itself, let me tell you, if you start from zero and you are studying every nook and corner, now if you are preparing for GATE, in machines, questions are not asked from every nook and corner. There are 4 modules in machine. If you ask me, I
Hmm.
can point out these are the modules from where questions are asked mostly. If you follow that, let's forget 100%, 80%, 90% questions you will get common from there by studying 60, 70% of that. But this approach won't help in interviews. For interviews, not just the GATE syllabus, you have to go beyond GATE syllabus. Like you need to have a practical aspect that why I am doing this test, why I am doing that. In power system, just the rating, why this material is being used, why this is being used over here. So why this particular configuration of thyristor is being used in HVDC, what device is being used in the SCADA system. So all these system things you need to study, and this takes time. So if somebody is having 2 years preparation, so somebody is 27 now, feel free while you are preparing for the subject to go to the interview level. If you are preparing for GATE 26, please first focus on getting the rank and prepare only that much, be it for MTech interview, be it for PSU interview, because to first get the PSU call or the MTech interview call in a good place, you need to get the rank. So first focus fully
Yes.
on that. Electrical engineering, 7 months, 12 subjects, even for a dropper studying 10 hours a day. It is not impossible, but it is not. It is definitely not easy. Read the
So it might
syllabus.
be discussing, but this is the fact you need to know. You need to accept the facts, right, guys? Okay. Yeah. Please continue.
So this was the answer to
Okay.
whether they
Got
should
it.
prepare or not. Now I'm coming to the next part. What they should prepare. So
Hmm.
first the power sector, machine power systems, and sometimes there's network theory. Power system, sector, I will also include PSUs like NALCO, aluminum sector, or SAIL, steel sector. Over there, only machines and power systems mostly
Okay.
hold the key. And next, I'm coming to the oil sector. Oil sector also more or less same. They don't go into much depth. They will keep the depth much lesser compared to power sector. Power
Okay.
sector also there are some specific keys like PGCIL. PGCIL will ask very less machines, and since they are working in the power system, they will ask power system in more detail. NTPC and DVC, since NTPC is working mostly in generation, they will ask machine because that is mostly used in generation.
Okay.
Apart from that, basics of our system also will be asked. And
Hmm.
third is there are some PSUs like BARC. Now BARC is BARC NPCIL. Now they unveil, they are where they have to go into integrate parts of design also. Over there, you need to be a master of many things. You have to go much deeper over there, because over there your gate rank plays no role in your final selection. Just gate rank is the key, the gateway to your interview call. Now, once you have got calls in such PSUs, person who has got All India rank 1 and person who has got All India rank 500, they're in the same boat, because that does not count anymore.
Yeah.
Interview will count fully. So over
Mhm.
there, PSU, the interviews are very hard in general, and you need to know about machine design. You need to know about practical aspects. And in such case, if somebody already has some work experience working in private sector also, that will give a extra boost. So subjects mostly remain the same: machines, power system, network theory, and in some places like BARC, control system, including process control, little bit analog electronics. That you can ignore.
Okay.
Mainly these four
So,
subjects should be enough. So
understood.
that was the answer to what you asked, right?
Okay. Good. So, end of the day, mainly they should concentrate on, I mean, most of the PSUs, they need to concentrate on machines and power systems for sure, and also the generation process and all. So, any other inputs you want to add, Mahalakshmi?
Yes, sir. Apart from technical, in especially IOCL and other oil industries, they will conduct group discussion as well as group tasks. So one must be very clear that he should be well confident, for communicating. Especially communication is very important while performing group discussion and all. So they should have the basic, how to communicate, especially not only that, especially in the group discussion, they should have a basic knowledge, how to tackle with the others. At the same time, in group tasks, they need to conclude, one particular topic. They'll give certain topics. So in that particular group task, they
Okay.
will be very clear, especially in their general knowledge and everything.
Oh, right.
Apart from tech. Yes.
Oh, right. So, technical, whatever he has suggested, you want to say the same thing, right? Okay,
Yes.
fine. One more question
Sir,
yeah.
over here, one thing I forgot to mention over there. So you need to be prepared for the HR part, which is general. And when you are going to appear for PSU interview, they are going to give you biodata form when you get the interview call. Over there, why you want to join this company, what are your goals, your aspirations, you have to fill all of that. So you need to fill that very diligently. Okay. And don't write whatever you are writing out of the blue without thinking anything. And if you have done a final year project or MTech project related to what the PSU are applying for here, so I will give an example. I had done my final year project on distributed generation, and where the various renewable energy part and all these things are there. And I had done my summer internship in ERLDC, which is a part of Grid India. So when I appeared for Grid India interview, both this my final year project as well as my summer internship, they were very relevant to them. So they grilled very well over there. Now, if you get through that grill, you will get a very high marks in that interview. But if you don't, you consider yourself rejected over there. So all
Okay.
these things matter also. What you are filling in that biodata. So if you have done a project or you have any experience related to where you are applying, you need to prepare that extremely well. So
Okay.
keep this in mind as well. This is something came to my mind after Mahalakshmi sir said.
Mhm.
So one more thing I want to say, especially in my interview, I experienced that, most of the time people were thinking interview will be like a one-to-one. They will be our, interview will be sitting opposite to you. You have to explain like that. No, in my case, what happened? They simply handed over one sketch and asked me about explain transformer.
Okay.
For 5 minutes, you should be ready to, explain in front of them also. And for
Mhm.
preparation of gate, you should be very clear what is the question. But at the preparing for the interview, why is the question? You should be know why
Oh,
it is.
good,
So
good.
you know
Very good,
what
very
is.
good. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Definitely a valid point. Like you should know, see, for gate, all you need to answer the questions in the objective way or whatever. You need to know the formula. You need to know what we need to apply. But why we are applying that? Why this only? All this kind of analysis, analytically, you should develop your skills while preparing for your interview. And okay, Rajesh, so I want to ask you one more question, which is most frequently asked, like what kind of rank is safe for the gate in electrical engineering for PSUs? Because consider the state PSUs, central PSUs, all together. I want to ask you the question is like how much rank is safe for gate aspirants to enter into the PSUs? Like you can say how many opportunities roughly available every single year, and what kind of rank you can take general as a exam, general category as an example. Remaining automatically we can frame based on that. Okay, over to you, Raj.
So in the first question that you asked, I already told you about which year it is
Yeah,
and
that's fine. Yeah, I
whether you
understood,
like
but
it.
it affects based on the election year, coming year, because this year more number of opportunities are taken automatically. Next year, there may not be that much number of opportunities. That is for sure. But on an average, you can say, on
So
the
if you
lower end
want the
also, you
worst
can speak.
case, if you
Now,
want the
worst case is
worst
the best
case,
one always. Yeah.
So worst case, maybe you won't like the answer, but 150 to 200.
No, no, I accept the truth. I don't have any favor
150 to
regarding the
200.
PSUs, or
Because I
I'm not
faced it.
opposing.
I faced it.
Hmm.
Year 2020, I had 396 rank. I
Hmm.
appeared for, I got only 3 interview calls. One was
Okay.
very far from my home, I did not go. The other two I applied. My interview went
Mhm.
extremely well. But since 85% to 90% is on the gate score only, I wasn't
Hmm.
selected despite getting very good score in interview. So in such worse years, you consider
Hmm.
150 to 200. But in peak years, it will go down easily to 1000.
Okay. Understood. So, okay, fine. So, I want to, I mean, it is relative only. One more example. The same year, one of my student appeared the gate. He got 2,300 in electrical engineering. So definitely you don't can't expect any PSU. But luckily at that time, many people are not having this online awareness, counseling awareness, and all. He joined in one institute, Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata. ISA Kolkata is there. At that time, many people are not aware about that particular option. He joined their MTech, some sort of data science related, data analytics, something he had made it. And within 2 years, he got a very good placement also. He's from Jabalpur somewhere. He got some, at that time itself, he got around 20 lakhs something. So that's what I want to say for you people, guys. If you prepare for the GATE examination, I'm not against the PSU. If you are aiming for PSU, if you get it, that's fine. If you don't get it, don't sit on PSUs and wait years and years and years, leaving the opportunity you already had in your hand. Like if you get below 1000, easily you can enter into IIT for sure. You can complete your MTech. After that, there are n number of options. You may be going for PhD. You may be doing a very good research, not only in India, beyond the countries also. Outside the country, you can do it. And you may be in the emerging technologies. EVs are going on. Even in AI also, AI to be applied for electrical, right? In your machine to control it, to monitor it. We need to apply the AI. So don't see AI is something different and my electrical is something different. You always think of how can I integrate AI into my electrical systems. Keep thinking in that way, definitely it will help you. So my suggestion, don't think narrowly regarding PSU only. If you prepare for PSU, if you crack it, it's fine. Otherwise, keep also the other options in your hand. Utilize, know how to utilize your gate rank properly. That's my take for you guys. Now, Mahalakshmi, I want to ask you the question because it's like a dream job to enter into PSU. Whatever we discuss, undoubtedly, many people like they feel if they get the central government job, they feel yes, my life is settled. I'm very happy. I can marry happily. I can lead a very happy life. This is the mindset of many students. So you have entered, you have seen the work culture, everything. So you may suggest what about your experience? How you feel? Is it really a dream job? The first question. And you can also say the positives, negatives, whatever you feel, because your experience is vast and you are the best one to answer this question.
Yes, sir. As I mentioned earlier, at the time when I joined, my colleagues who were passed out from graduation, after graduation, they went to the software. At the time, their uh, CTC was around 3 to 4 lakhs.
Okay.
But when it comes to me, the same CTC was around 16 to 18 lakhs in between.
Good.
So
Yeah.
it is a very handsome salary. But when you see the growth after 3 to 5, 4 to 5 years, their growth is like incredible, sir. It is around
Mhm.
100% to 200%. But when it comes to the PSUs, it is very slow and steady. The growth will be very steadily. It will happen because the CTC is very same only. My friend after 5 years he got the same salary. He
Oh.
came to me after 3 4 years. Uh, but one thing I can say is that in Indian Oil, we have a lot of divisions are there. Especially we have marketing division, pipeline division, and refineries. At the same time, R&D. Uh, see, our pipeline network is very vast, sir. So you can expect posting in anywhere, any rural location also, all over India. So you can't expect that I can work in the metropolitan city.
Mhm.
And mostly sir, like it is not a corporate culture. Like if you see some of the locations, because in corporate we have Saturday Sunday off, but in PSUs most of the time Saturday
Oh,
you need to work.
okay.
And people think it is 8 to 5 job, But no, because we are working for the growth of our India or organization, you need to push your, like you need to sacrifice also your personal life to continue in this thing, sir.
Okay.
This one I can say.
Okay. So, I think, I think, yeah, whatever you said, I do agree. Last time when we meet in, I think, Trichy, we met, huh?
Yes, sir.
At the time also, you came after 8 p.m. or somewhere, right?
Yes, sir.
After
Yes.
completing your work. But what about the respect you earn? Like, I don't see, suppose if a person is working in a software company, okay, definitely the packages differs. I do agree.
Yes.
It depends on the priority also. The second thing, but one thing we should agree is like the respect you earn
Yeah.
in the society, are you definitely working for a for our government organization, upliftment of our government, our products. So definitely you'll be having a different kind of respect, different kind of treatment, whether in the company or outside the company. So how can you weigh that?
So that is one of the best thing having being in Indian Oil, because we touch the people. Because having said that, Indian Oil is across the India, and uh, we, uh, as it is a multi billion revenue company, we spend crores of money to the public also, like
Okay,
CSR, like CSR funds and all.
okay,
So when you see that respect towards meeting the collectors, meeting the government officials,
okay.
and sponsoring them, so you will definitely having that kind of respect towards
Yeah, that kind of dignity and that you cannot do with any corporate job for sure.
exactly.
That I can say that I can assure. So, guys, this is a personal choice. I can say if you need a handsome, decent salary to lead a good life, and you need then you need to compare the things. What are your priorities? My priority is earning only. Because if I am able to earn, I can build everything on my own. If you have these kind of mindset, maybe corporate sector or maybe MTech placements, all these things are for you. And if you are finding, sir, I am proud to work for my country, and I want to earn the dignity in return to me, and I enjoy the recognition I will be getting when I move to the places and all. In that case, maybe with the PSU will be your personal choice. So this is what I want to bring out from this session. Also, we got some realistic facts from this, right? Everybody speaks, yeah, this will be a dream job. Go for it, go for it only. These kind of things people will be speaking, but we don't want to say that. Even he is working in a PSU. Realistically, he has given the answers. The other person, Rajesh, also he has the practical experience how the student suffers. He knows that. He personally also, I know him personally. What kind of struggle he faced to take care of his parents, his family. He worked part time. He prepared overnights. He hardly used to have very good sleep for 6 to 7 hours. Is very like a dream for him, and he used to prepare. He hardly used to have 4 to 5 hours of sleep. Also, that kind of hard work he has gone through. I know it. So this kind of hard work people are going through, but after getting the result, if they are not utilizing it properly, falling into a trap of I need to get PSU only, that will be hurting a lot because the people around you are not showing the reality. People around you, because whichever fetches us a good business, that people are promoting, other things people are not promoting. So we want to show you the reality. This is the what we call the motto behind this session. And let me take your questions, guys. If you have any kind of questions, you can post. The people here, the mentors here, will be answering you. So the
So
first
before
question,
that, want to say one thing, sir.
yeah, sure,
Like
definitely.
being in PSU, apart from all this, we have a lot of perks also will be there,
Mhm.
especially the medical coverage, which will comes to our dependents, parents, and our
Okay.
poor. That is incredible in Indian Oil. So there is no limit,
Hmm.
and you will get perks for even for your socks washing also, for your cloth washing,
Okay,
everything.
nice.
Okay.
Okay.
You will get handsome salary. But from 2021, before post after post COVID, the basic salary was reduced to 50,000.
Mhm.
And yeah, for every PSU, it seems it was reduced to 50,000 basic pay now
Okay.
after. And
Okay.
the CTC is also around 16 only, sir.
Okay. The growth rate is not really as expected, like compared to other companies, right?
Yeah, that is true, sir. That is
Okay,
for
that
sure.
we need to accept. Fine. Banerjee, you want to add any points?
Yeah, two things I want to add. First is that you asked regarding what rank. So whatever I answered that 150 to 200 for the worst case, and during peak years you can expect even 1000 to 1500. So I
Yes.
did not take state PSUs into account. If you
Hmm.
take state PSUs into account, in state PSUs, like suppose recently last year, Odisha, their power sector asked for candidates via GATE. Over there, knowledge of Odia is compulsory, their local language. So in such cases, even in general category, just clearing the gate cutoff or a little bit 5 marks, 10 marks above the cutoff is enough to get such PSUs. In categories, people get such PSUs by just clearing the cutoff, and even seats remain vacant because not enough people from that category have cleared the cutoff. Because in such PSUs, they want only local people. So I know some examples like Haryana AE is there. It happens in Odisha also. It happens in Maharashtra also. Some of these PSUs also conduct their own exams. And another thing is,
Okay.
you have to consider one more factor over here. GATE PSU cutoffs may reduce in the future because a lot of PSUs are moving away from GATE. You need to take that into account also. ONGC has moved away. HPCL moved away long back. There is a
Yeah.
humor also, maybe that IOCL may also move away because
Okay.
oil companies are following the same policies now. And like Sir Mahalakshmi sir said, basic pays are reducing drastically, and I expect after 8th pay commission, which is confirmed now, it will reduce even more. Like NTPC, Power Grid, IOCL, and Grid India, which is POSOCO earlier, all of them had 60,000 basic pay earlier. Most of them have reduced to 50,000 and even 40,000 during training. And promotion policy has also changed. In some PSUs, promotion which used to have a 2 year or 3 year gap are having a 3 year to 4 year gap. So growth has become slower. So PSUs, please join only if you want only one thing, 100% stability, unless you do any criminal offense. Or so if you are doing some, like I'm running a plant, due to my wrongdoing, somebody loses their life. Although in such cases it is rare, but these are one or two cases where you may be suspended or lose your job if you do criminal activity and somebody loses their life, which is very rare. Otherwise, even if you are a very inefficient employee, you are not doing well, you may maybe depart from promotion, you may not get promotion, but your job will remain secure. You will get a fixed increment in DNS allowance and your basic pay every year. That will keep on happening. Nobody can stop that.
Yeah.
So these things you can keep in mind before
Understood.
choosing PSU. And MTech also, in general, top branches now has become a much better choice, especially electronics based and computer science based
Yeah.
MTech, because nowadays from electrical gate score also you can apply for
Yes.
them,
Yes.
but they will
Even you can go for CS. You can go for artificial intelligence with electrical gate.
and but that will require a separate preparation. That is why I said
Mhm.
that while preparing for GATE, if you want to keep multiple options open, prepare for GATE, especially you are having less time. But after GATE exam is over, you have an estimate what rank you are going to get. The next 4, 5, 6 months, be prepared to work equally that much hard, if not extra hard. Because if you are going for VLSI interview, you need to take that subjects to a completely different level. If you are haven't studied machines well for PSU interview, you need to cover that very well right now. So these things you need to keep in mind. If you are going for IISA interview, AI related course, over there you need to prepare mathematics and those subjects, basic programming to that level.
Yes,
It
definitely.
is not gate. That is not. If you start right now, you have 7 months of gate preparation. Doing electrical syllabus, as I mentioned before, is not impossible. But if 100 people start, I expect maximum one or two can do that. That's harsh reality. You need to accept.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I do agree with that. So if you include the state PSUs, but see, one issue with the state PSUs is they are not really consistent. And maybe few states, it may be constantly every year they might be recruiting. But I have seen in our states and others, there are many states where the PSUs don't recruit consistently every single year. That is one issue. Even in our Andhra Pradesh state also, I have seen one notification inclusion of gate for the state PSUs, but again they removed that doesn't make it out into reality. Okay, so
This is why I said that if you are going into PSU, If you feel that you have got a rank and you will get a PSU this year, please don't stop preparing unless you are actually getting the PSU offer letter in hand. Better still, you have completed the training period of that PSU. Okay. So
Okay.
this year in February, I completed my training period. So after
Okay.
August, I am stopping my preparation this year. So
Okay.
my personal recommendation, because times are changing. Earlier, PSU or government jobs was like a dream heaven. This competitiveness and all these things was not there, but it is there now. Professionalism has entered now. So at least till you are actually joining the PSU completely, don't stop preparing for GATE. And better still, until you have completed your training period, don't stop preparing, because you
Very good.
may feel
Very
you
good.
need to change later on.
Yes.
And for state PSUs or mini PSUs who are moving away from GATE, please solve also AE level questions, because many PSUs are moving up for GATE. Just preparing for GATE won't be enough for getting a PSU, because a lot of PSUs are taking their own exams also, and that requires a separate level of preparation, like reasoning part, sometimes GK part, and different set of questions are asked, different type of questions are asked. In GATE, in 65 minutes, 65 questions are asked in 3 hours. There are exams where in 2 hours you need to answer 200 questions. There are different kind of questions. So both require a different level of preparation. So please research and do a preparation accordingly. That's
Manakshmi, you want to add any points?
Uh, Sir, would like to tell how we contribute to the our India. What to say? One incident which was happened recently.
Okay,
There is an
definitely.
operation with Operation Sindoor, which was happened
Okay. Yeah.
Pakistan.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
So, I can say very proudly we are part of this Operation Sindoor
Okay.
because as I'm working in refinery, uh, we are in part of CPCL, which is Chennai, which is in Chennai. So before Operation Sindoor, we got a mail from our Indian government saying that you need to produce large amount of JP5 product. So
Okay.
JP5, which is a fuel which is used for jets and all.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, there is going
Right.
to be well before all this. So being part of this, Nasser, it will be very proud to say. I can say it is very proud moment at that time. So we are part of
Definitely.
it.
Yes.
Yes. So if you want a kind of dignity and carrying good
Mm-hmm.
for your country and all, PSU is one of the
Right.
best places I can say, sir.
So directly or indirectly, you will be helping for your country for sure, guys. That is what the theme for the PSU. Okay. And Rajesh, there are one question. I think Mahalakshmi can answer this question. Will drop year affect for PSU interview score?
Uh, no, sir, but they will ask why you drop. This question
Mm-hmm.
will be asked because most of my friends who are they drop on, sir, they ask what did you done in that year. So
Mm-hmm.
they will definitely ask. You should be prepared to answer that question,
Okay.
and in such a way that I simply like that I prepare for you should have some reason, very good reason why you drop. You should be
Okay.
well prepared for that, sir.
I think Rajesh, you also have some drop between, so you might face this question.
Yeah, I got that question. I got the question and I prepared very well for this question, and
Mm-hmm.
this is a positive way. But if you are unable to answer and you keep mum, this does not have any direct weightage, but this will have on the some effect on the mindset of the interview panel. So you should be prepared for this.
Okay. Okay. So one more question. If sir, is PGCL good? I got ISC double E. I have 165 rank, which one to choose? This is the question from one of the student.
So, sir, please, you have to think like PGCIL, this PSU, they have the worst posting locations. Okay. So keep this in mind. And among the PSUs, they have among the lowest salaries. Training period, they
Okay.
have 40% basic, and in-hand
Mhm.
salary around 50,000. So keep this in mind. You may be posted in a location where there is not even proper internet connection over there. So keep all these factors
Okay.
in mind. And
Right.
if
So
you are a
it's a
good student, I would recommend. If you're a good student, I would recommend IISc. But what branch you are getting? What is the placement prospect over there? These factors also matter a lot.
uh,
And regarding general PSU, I forgot to mention one thing. PSUs also have many PSUs have a shift cycle. Okay, if you like, I am having a shift cycle now.
right.
Shift cycle is not good for your health. If you can
Hmm.
sustain that or not, please see that. Okay, some
Okay.
you have
Before
on your
joining,
shift is
because it's a choice for another 50 years of your life. maybe 30 to 40 years of your life, you need to do
Yeah,
that part. So you need to reassess yourself. Is it really I can? Because don't follow the crowd. As everybody is saying this, I need to go for it. Assess yourself. What are your comforts? What are your priorities? Based on that,
yeah.
you can take the decision.
PSUs,
That definitely makes
PSUs have
sense.
PSUs have a few very good points, like Mahalakshmi sir said. You
Hmm.
are your life is stable, even if you are not very top performing person. There is very rare case even your promotion will be stopped. It may be delayed
Hmm.
by 1 2 years. You will get
Yeah.
increments and dearness allowance increments. You have unlimited medical facilities in most cases. You will get lots of perks also. The only problem is, like two of them already sir mentioned, that you may be posted in bad posting locations. Like if I have to go to watch a movie, I have to travel 40 kilometers. That is an issue. So and you have one thing which I feel very bad is 6 day working. Most corporates have 5 day working. Now, in cases of emergency, you may be called on weekends. That is fine. But over here, compulsory, you have a 6 day work week. So that is also not a good thing. So there are some minus points also.
Huh.
So keep all
Okay.
this. There are exceptions also. Some PSUs don't have 6 day work weeks, like PGCI, like Grid India,
Hmm.
like BIS. There are some exceptions also. Like in ONGC, they used to have a post called MMO, which I don't think they recruit now. ONGC MMO. Over there, you had 5 day work weeks, office times. So
Okay.
0 time. So 90% cases you are working on Saturdays, or you are having a shift cycle. And in shift cycle, you don't even have holidays like 15th August, 23rd January, 26th January. You get a compensatory leave for that. Like if I want to go home and celebrate for Durga Puja, and there are many people in my shift. 50% of them will be able to go. Everybody won't be able to, because somebody has to stay there and run the plant. These
Okay.
factors are there.
Okay.
So
So actually, I feel if you are getting IESC, because many of our students are at IESC and they are very placed very well. I don't know the specialization you are getting it. You can text me as you know my number, or it is available on the channel also. The specialization you are getting. My suggestion, in most of the cases, the placement will be very good. So I suggest you to go for IISc if you are able to get it. Otherwise, if you have still doubt, you can text me. I'll answer your question. I will assign someone who of one many of my students were in ISA. I will give the contact of one who are studying there. They can explain you better about the current placement scenario and all. But overall, it's definitely a good option if you go for it. Not only for placements, the way you learn there, the way you perform the research, the way you will sustain interest in engineering, those things will happen there. Okay, so one more question, maybe the last question. Do we expect vacancy through gate from NHPC, NALCO, and DVC?
nobody can say that. It will come sometime in the future. Regarding my company,
Okay.
nobody can expect that.
Mhm.
Earlier, you can. I said in the beginning, there were 2 3 PSUs: NTPC, IOCL, PGCIL, ONGC. If you count from 2014-15 till 22 23, they have come non-stop every year. Some of them are moving away from gate right now. So you cannot say that this particular PSU will come this particular year. Even Green India did not take last year in
Mhm.
24, but they released vacancy this year
Okay.
with reduced basic pay. So, as I said before, please don't stop preparing for gate till the time you have the offer letter in your hand and you are joining
Okay.
the job.
Okay. Uh, Mahalakshmi, one question. I think it is relevant to both of us. Sir, South people who don't know Hindi will affect our PSU entry or in work life. So one point I'll add, then you will be better to answer that. So guys, one thing, Bhupati is the one who asked this question. When you not know Hindi, you can learn anytime. That is one thing. You should have that interest. Because when I started my teaching, I am not very good at Hindi, but later my students are from Hindi states. So I thought I need to deliver them better. I can connect to them better if I can speak Hindi. Then yes, definitely I need to learn. I got that interest. I'm able to learn. I'm able to teach them. They also encourage. So I don't think the language will be a barrier anywhere. And second thing is in interviews, I don't think with the language you speak, even you don't know English also, that doesn't matter really. All they see is the clients you are dealing, whether you are able to talk to them, whether you are able to communicate with them, those things they will do. But one thing I suggest is learn Hindi. What is the problem in that? We should adopt to everything. We should respect every language. You should respect your own language and every language and learn it, because majority of the people in our country speak the Hindi. So if you know that you can connect with more people, more friendliness, you can get more circle. That is, in that way also it will help you. And I don't think there will be any bias based on that, but Mahalakshmi will clear that properly.
Yes, sir. One thing I can say for sure, like lot of PSUs, if you see now, sir, like 90% people are from South, especially from Andhra, Telugu. So there
Okay.
won't be any problem in language. Um, One thing is like, sir, uh, if you see the whatever he said, na, sir, interview, especially, like he can choose South capitals like Bangalore, Chennai. So there is no
Okay.
language problem. If, for example, IOCL, most of the
Hmm.
South Indian will choose Chennai. So there, the interview will be conducted in English only, not in Hindi. But
Hmm.
when it comes to Delhi and other locations, they have a choice of taking the interview in both languages, like whether it is in Hindi or
Hmm.
like in
Is
Bangalore also.
okay. Is there any particular source where we can get the questions? Like for GATE, we can get PYQs from the market. So students are asking that, sir, can we get some practice questions for PSUs also? For written
So
test,
my
definitely
answer.
we can get the PYQs if the exam is conducted separately. But for interview, what kind of suggestions you can say? Is there any
So
resource for that?
this answer again won't be a positive one. In life, everything you cannot have a
Yeah.
predefined path that you are preparing for this and you will get this.
Yeah.
MTech
Even
interviews
for
as well as
interview, the
PSU
syllabus is
interviews,
also
both.
infinite. We cannot guess what they will be asking. They can relate to
Both
anything.
MTech and PSU interview, both MTech and
Uh-huh.
PSU interview, there is people are launching courses like interview preparation course, but nobody has been able to pinpoint and they won't ever be able to pinpoint. I will give an example. In 2024, where I get 23 rank, I gave Read India interview. So till the previous year, the questions were mostly on the same line. From my year, the
Mhm.
panel changed. The panel changed
Okay.
entirely. The panel member changed. So due to that, the questions changed completely. So if panel changes, all these things can happen. Sometimes you have a very experienced, you can have a very experienced panelist. So I will tell a story of a very few years back from one of my very seniors.
Mhm.
He's much older than me.
Okay.
He gave ISRO interview. Over there, he was asked a question. So you know electrical machines? Said that person said yes. He asked which book did you prepare from? He said P.S. Bhimra. So the interview panelist went out, and the writer of the book, P.S. Bhimra himself, came into the panel room, interview room, and started asking questions.
Okay.
So you can imagine what happened to the person over there. So PS interviews cannot be pre-planned. In general, I
And one
can
more
say
thing, guys, how you handle the question is important. What are your basics? Those are important. Even you need not know every answer. That is expected from the panel also. But how you are handling, suppose they are giving some hints, you are able to solve the problem. Those kind of skills they will be checking in most of the cases. So keep that point in your mind. If your basics are good, if you're analytical, the application of the real-time application of what you learn, you are able to do that. You don't need a specifically preparation for that. While preparing itself, prepare in a way that you will be understanding your subject, you will be handling the things. So start seeing in that particular way. So interview preparation should not be separate. It should happen over a period of time. It should happen with your learning completely.
Exactly,
Uh,
sir.
Captain Avengers is your screen name, Rajesh. Someone
uh,
send some emojis.
yeah,
Okay.
actually, I used to have that as my WhatsApp ID long time back.
Okay.
Even now I think.
Uh,
So the other point over here I want to add is you need to prepare the subjects from basic if you want to clear the interview properly. You have to focus
mhm.
on the basics because they won't go into mathematical depth over there. Okay,
Okay.
basics not over.
So suppose there is a gap for a student, even that is a valid question for 1 2 years. That the gap is due to preparation only, but in the interview, how we can cover it up? You don't have any other experience other than preparing for the exam for few years. But positively, how can he express that? Any of you can answer this.
So what I gave, and it was taken positively, that I was working with some coaching part time. I also used to work online and prepared because I needed a good rank to be eligible to be called for this interview. And
Okay.
I used to do a job from my college placement. I left that because I wasn't satisfied with that, and it did not allow me time to be prepared well enough to be called to this interview and get a sufficient gate rank. So
Okay.
because I did that, and it many people gave interview on their answer on the same lines, and it was taken positively also. This you
Okay.
need to plan. This you need to plan from beforehand because everybody has a different
According to
story.
your personal condition, also, you just work on that particular question for some time, you'll be getting a better answer for sure.
The thing is, you need to express that in a very clear manner, sir. It should not be
Yeah.
like the most of the people think that how to answer that question. They panic and suddenly
They
they'll
frame it. Hmm.
so you should be very clear, sir. Like they can ask any question. You should be very clear and confident to answer that question.
Okay.
That is what the interviewer also see, how he is handling the situation.
Yes.
It is not that he is not expecting the way he's
Even he knows the original reality, but
yeah,
he will be
even though he
checking that.
knows the reality, because he will go through all the things. Because in the panel, if you see in IOCL, you will have one HR, one L&D, learning and development, and one is technical, one is from general manager or CGM, chief general manager. They know the person who is sitting in front of you, how he is telling with their body language, everything. They'll get to know. Only thing whether he is confident or not, how he is handling the situation, how he is unable to express himself. These are only the things that they will see. It is not the what is the story he is going to tell, that they don't listen. They simply listen how is his body language, how he is saying. Only these things are matters, sir, especially.
No. So be confident. So these things you keep it in your mind. And uh, so one student is having 12 years of gap. So I want to do well in this gate and I get an admission in IIT. Can I get the placement? I may be able to answer this. It's not related to PSUs and all. Okay. If you are in a top IIT, definitely. I mean, this 12 years should not be a gap. You might be in another domain, switching to new domain. In that case, it is acceptable. Switching is always okay in some domains like software and all. People can accept you at any time. That's not an issue. But these 12 years should not be an ideal period. It should be switching. That will be fine. Okay. So that's it. So guys, I think we have answered all of your questions. So we have shown the reality behind the PSU, the pros and cons, everything. Without any bias, we are able to discuss. So thank you, Malashmi, and thank you, Rajasi, for coming to next level and sharing your insights. These insights definitely helping to the students, not in a regular way. Definitely, they will be helping you, helping to understand the reality. So one thing I like in this session is we are able to expose the reality. So that definitely reach many students. So guys, those who are watching this, I will be bringing definitely these kind of things for you people. And this channel is not biased to any examination. This channel is biased towards the engineers. I want to make all the engineers the real engineers in our country, and I will be bringing all emerging technologies, all the best people like those people are sitting in front of your screen. Everything I'll be bringing, I will be touching every technology related to the engineering. I will make your engineering more interesting, guys. So subscribe to this channel and share this video with your friends so that they will also know and exposed to the reality before preparing for the competitive examination. So thank you all, guys. See you all. We'll be meeting back with one more session. So thank you both of you guys.